And good evening, football fans. It is the Level 3 action of the Division II matchup between Sun Prairie East, the Cardinals, visiting the Kettle Moraine Lasers here at Vach Field, Kettle Moraine High School. I'm Bart Winkler, the Hall of Fame coach Dan Brunner alongside me. This is a game that's been highly anticipated for the offenses. We've got Kettle Moraine that averages more than 30 points a game. We've got a Sun Prairie offense that averages more than 50 points a game. Will the weather slow that down tonight? We'll see. They are led by the All-State as a junior quarterback, Jerry Kaminsky. And hopefully, for football fans across the state, across the country tuning in tonight, the rain doesn't slow him down too much.
Yeah, I doubt if it will. Jerry Kaminsky is just a stud. As a junior, he was All-State, got a big arm. He's a leader, high football IQ. He's a pocket passer. North Dakota commit. He's thrown for over 2,600 yards, 40 touchdowns. He's run for 5 touchdowns. Video game numbers. He will be a treat to watch tonight.
He can do it all on that side of the ball for the Cardinals. But then on the other side, Chase Spellman's going to look to match whatever Kaminsky's able to produce.
Yeah, we're in for a treat tonight. Rarely do you have 2 All-State caliber quarterbacks, and Chase Spellman is the same. He was all-region as a junior, big arm, leader, high football IQ. The only difference is he's able to scramble, and when he does, he improvises, and he is dangerous. He's thrown for 1,700 yards, 20 touchdowns.
This is going to be a really good matchup. Again, I'm Bart Winkler. That's the coach, Dan Brunner. We are in the comforts of the press box. Our third man down on the sideline, John Pearson, not so lucky. He's with Sun Prairie East Cardinals head coach Brian Kaminsky. John?
All right, guys, we were talking about these two offenses that are basically mirror each other, and we might see some wide-open action tonight. Well, we might see it anyway because, guys, the defense doesn't know where you're going. How do you adjust on a night like this, or you wait to see how much you have to change?
Just got to play our game. We tell our kids all the time, control what you can control and control the dash. We can't control the weather, so we're going to try to do what we do, and we got to adjust from there. But it's about take care of the football, and then it's about get after people tonight.
Okay, when it is two teams that are so similar, you could tweak, you could find little things that are different here. Do you worry about what they're doing as the night goes on? Does it affect anything as opposed to a team that just wants to run the ball at the middle all night?
Oh, we always talk about playing against Sun Prairie on a Friday night. We respect our opponent. They're a great opponent. It's going to be a great challenge for us tonight, but we believe we're playing against Sun Prairie. If we got to do what we got to do and what we've been doing fundamentally wise ever since week 3 as far as improving, we've got to continue that process tonight.
And finally, how did you get this team to come together so well? I mean, there were some challenges to doing that are probably not – there aren't many things that be unique in your career, but how were you able to pull these guys together?
Yeah, it was a crazy process, splitting the 2 schools. Everybody asked in the offseason, what do you lose senior-wise? It's like we lose seniors, we lose half everybody else. And we showed up the first day to practice. We're like, okay, where is everybody? And we're like, we're all here. And it's like, oh, okay, here we go. But, it's great having senior leadership. I hate to say it, but my son's been great in that. Brady Shanahan, those guys brought those guys together. We did some activities over the summer, and you just watch that bond. And it's been a pretty special year. And our kids have been very resilient with the split and have handled it extremely well.
Trying to have more enthusiasm, Coach.
Yeah, I love it, man. This is fun. This is fun.
This is fun. Tonight, all right, we'll have all the action tonight exclusively. And just throw it back to you guys. We'll hear from the other coach in a bit.
Through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly true, and the rockets red glare, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And our thanks to John Pearson down on the sidelines earlier for the Midwest Sport and Turf Systems Field Report. If it's played on turf, Midwest Sports and Turf Systems can build it. MWSTS is Wisconsin's top choice for turf installation, maintenance, and repair. Check out MWSTS.com for ways to build your field of dreams. Again, I'm Bart Winkler, the Hall of Fame coach, Dan Brunner alongside, and it may be one of our bigger talking points. We'll see how the game goes tonight, but that turf. If there's no turf here tonight, we might be in for an entirely different game, but because of the field conditions, because of the turf, we might actually get the chance to see the two offenses, the powerhouse offenses that everybody tuning in is expecting to see tonight.
Yeah, Bart, you and I talked about it before the game. In the old days, before you had turf fields, this would have been a mud bowl, and then you're just slashing around for 4 quarters, and whoever makes the least mistakes wins. This way, we get a legitimate shot at playing a good football game.
Kettle Moraine, the host tonight, to get here. They beat Milton. They beat Waukesha West a week ago. 13 points in level 1, 27 points in level 2. Meanwhile, we've talked about that Sun Prairie East Cardinals offense a little bit. A 36-point win over Oregon, and then a 25-point win over DeForest a week ago. Again, they put up 51.5 points per game, and that is not a typo. That is not a misspeak. 51.5 points a game.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, and Wanakee was their main foe in their conference and also in the playoffs a year ago. Well, guess what? Wanakee bumped up to 1, and now Sun Prairie's got a legitimate shot, depending upon the outcome tonight, to get to Madison.
Well, we'll see if that offense can put points on the board early. Sun Prairie will receive the kick. They are in the all-white pants, all-white tops with the black helmets. Kettle Moraine, on the other hand, the white pants, the gold jerseys, and the white helmets. They will kick off with Tyler Willie to do the kicking off. So, again, pretty good crowd here tonight. Braving the conditions. It was really downpouring about an hour before. Looks like we are in for a steady rain, though, regardless throughout the night. So the teams will have a little bit of time to adapt, and then these should be the conditions the rest of the night as we are underway here at Vach Field at Kettle Moraine High School. And the return man across the 15 to the 20 to the 25, out at the 25-yard line is the return. And Sun Prairie will get started right around there. We're going to see the quarterback here start things off in Jerry Kaminsky. Again, all-state as a junior and somebody to really watch. He's got nearly 2,700 yards in the air already this season.
Yeah, 40 touchdowns. Man, you don't see that very often.
Kaminsky will be in the shotgun. LeGrant to his right. Kaminsky drops back, stays in the pocket. Nice pass down the sideline. It looked like perhaps Jonathan Vandewall did not see it. Maybe a timing issue. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and talking to Coach Kaminsky, he felt that both teams are going to take their shots early. It's a matter of who's going to give up that big play or not give up that big play. So both coaches actually had the same expectation.
2nd and 10, LeGrant to the left now. Looks like a fumbled snap picked up by Kaminsky, and he's just going to do what he can to get across the line of scrimmage. It'll be a 3rd down. Some miscommunication on the snap, but Kaminsky with some good awareness picks it up, gains a couple.
Yeah, you see on the replay, this is where the weather may be a factor with snaps, depending upon the center's ability to do that long snap.
And at that point, you just got to pick it up and hope for the best. Kaminsky in the shotgun again. It'll be a 3rd and about 9. Kaminsky rolls out to his right. He looks, it's well short of the 1st down marker. Complete but short. Connor Staff with the reception, and they're going to have to punt.
Yeah, again, there was a little miscue on that snap. Kind of disrupted the timing.
So Sun Prairie, 51.5 points per game. They come out and get stifled right away. An error on the snap, but otherwise good defense all around from the secondary and a pretty decent pass rush there from Kettle Moraine on that 3rd down.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about Kettle Moraine's offense, but, man, this is a good defensive unit, too.
Coming in to do the punting will be Trevor Schultz, who also does some of the kickoff duties and the field goal duties. Good high punt. Thought the snap was a bit high at first. Was able to get it. Goes right to the 10-yard line. It will be picked up, and they will lose yards on the return. So a really good punt to flip field position for Sun Prairie, and Kettle Moraine now back in their own territory, and they're going to have a long way to go.
Yeah, that was a great field of that high snap. And then to top it off, he gets off just a stellar punt.
We're going to see Chase Spellman now get his first crack at things for Kettle Moraine. We're going to talk a lot about Kaminsky, Chase Spellman, the senior as well. This is a guy that's going to look to kind of win this matchup tonight, a very skilled quarterback as well.
Yeah, and he passes the eyeball test. You know, he is a big, strong, fast, mobile quarterback.
It's a 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. He'll go deep down the middle of the field, and it is caught to the 50, to the 40.
Wow.
Wagner to the 15, to the 5, and they punch it in on the first offensive play of the game. Some flags late, likely for celebration, but that should stand. A 90-plus yard pass from Spellman to Drew Wagner to start this one off. His 9th TD of the season. What a play.
Boy, you talk about an exciting player. Coach McDonald said Wagner is special, and we saw it on that play.
Touchdown will stand. Yeah, so a little bit of celebration on the touchdown, you know, can be expected a little bit. But right away, fakes the handoff, finds Wagner over the middle, wide open, and from there, he just turns on the wheels and goes all the way.
Yeah, you're not going to catch him once he gets open in the secondary.
He even kept looking backwards. That slows you down a little bit, but Wagner had so much speed on him, on the defender, that he was good to go. So 6-0, 10:43. We are just under 90 seconds in on this contest, and already we've got our first points of the game, and they come from the home Lasers. Now they will set up to go for 2. The direct snap, and no signal yet.
No good.
No good. So they go up the middle to Nolan Shop, and he's unable to cross the goal line for the 2. So a 6-0 lead so far.
Yeah, you can see he took the direct snap, but not even close. Dropped a yard short of the goal line for the 2-point.
Our coverage tonight is brought to you in part by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. All Stars always remember, buckle up, put the phone down every trip, every time. Again, Bart Winkler with the Hall of Fame coach Dan Brunner here at Vogt Field, Kettle Moraine High School. And what a start. You know, we knew we would see some offense early. Yeah. I don't know that we thought that Sun Prairie Sun Prairie would get stifled right away, but we know that Kettle Moraine has the same kind of theatrics, I guess we'll say, as the Cardinals, and they showed it right away.
Yeah, big play capability. Sun Prairie, Coach Kaminsky said, eliminate the big play for them and hit it for us. Be disciplined versus their quarterback scramble game. Keys to the game for Kettle Moraine, we need to run the ball and commit to the clock, but we also need to prevent them from having a big play. They did. He also told me we need to hit the big play, and they did that too.
Yeah, you wonder, with the weather conditions, do the big plays, will they be limited just because of, you know, the touch on the ball, everything's a little wet, maybe your feet stick in the turf a little bit more, although, again, it is turf, not the grass. But, hey, as long as you got a guy that can throw and you have a guy that can get open, it doesn't matter what the weather is.
No, I don't think you're going to see any limit to the offenses for either of these teams.
All right, we'll see the return now. Sun Prairie with a 6-point deficit as Kettle Moraine takes that early lead in front of their home faithful. LeGrant will be the one to return from about the 20. Takes it to his left, runs a little east-west with it, cuts over the 30 to the 50. A slow return to start, but found a seam and took it past half field. So suddenly, Sun Prairie, you're down a little bit. You want to have a nice counter. Hey, let's do it in the opponent's territory right away.
Yeah, and as you said, Bart, I mean, this is an all-state running back, so he's not running crazy out of control. He's reading his blockers. He finds the alley, and now he turns it on. And then he finishes the run.
Puts him over midfield. So Kaminsky and the Cardinals will start right at the Lasers' 49-yard line with a 1st and 10. Back in the shotgun. LeGrand's to the left. 2 on the wide. Stoff in motion. Joins LeGrand in the backfield. The handoff is to LeGrand. He'll take it for about 3-4 yards down to the 45-yard line. Good game.
You know, and that's kind of their MO. You know, they'll take shots early. Things aren't working. They got that all-state running back that they can lean on.
Yeah, if your best player, I mean, and you could argue a couple of different guys who the best player is, but if you get scored on right away, there's a lot of momentum. Maybe just find your rhythm, settle things down a little bit, lull them perhaps, and then find that big play.
Yep.
2nd and about 5, and they'll take the direct snap to Kaminsky, and he should be right around the 1st down, and they'll give him the first. They'll move the chains. So right away on this possession, 2 runs, 2 steady gains, and we're already down to the 40-yard line.
Yeah. Yeah, the last thing they could afford right now was a 3 and out because Kettle Moraine was so fired up, they'd be coming right back at him.
So Sun Prairie with their first quick trip first down of the game, 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Once again in the shotgun. Direct snap, Kaminsky to the 35, and he'll be dragged down by a host of Lasers defenders. But, hey, I mean, you get 4 yards here, 5 yards here, 4 yards here. Eventually that's going to get you where you need to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Jerry Kaminsky, 2,600 yards passing. 237 on the ground, though, with 5 touchdowns.
5 touchdowns, yeah.
So this is not out of the ordinary for Sun Prairie to start this game. 2nd and 7 for the Cardinals. The snap, the toss. They give it to LeGrand, and he's going to get wrapped up by the Kettle Moraine defense. Nolan Shop in there on the tackle.
Yeah, Nolan Shop is going to be in on a lot of tackles. That guy, you see right here, he fills every hole, does a great job setting the edge, closes down, makes the tackle.
And we're going to say his name a lot. A little bit on offense, a little bit on defense. Defensively, 5 sacks on the season as LeGrand is down, slow to get up, but will be able to do so.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
Yeah, never want to see that. And that's another thing where the turf does come in handy.
Yeah.
As some of these, you know, elements in the mud, in the grass, does lend itself to more injuries. So maybe something major avoided there. It'll be a 3rd down and 8. Sam Ostrenga will come into backup for LeGrand. They like Ostrenga.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Fast, junior.
3rd and 8, big play early at Kettle Moraine High School. The snap. Looks to his right, incomplete. Stoff on the target. But really, that one seemed doomed for an incompletion once it left the hand, and it is now 4th and 8. And it might be a decision here already.
Yeah, and you can see pressure coming off. He shot one of the backers, Adam Wright.
Stoff was the closest guy in the area, certainly the intended target, but not the most accurate pass. They are going to bring LeGrand back in, and the Cardinals on a 4th and 8 in a weird territory, whether it's high school, college, or the pros.
Yeah, it's iffy right here.
The 35-yard line, 4th and 8. You could punt. Don't want to kick tonight. You love your offense. You score 50-plus points. Go for it on a 4th and 8. The snap, the toss. He's got an open receiver. It is Stoff, and it looks like he will get the 1st down.
Yeah, that's not the first time they've done that this year. You can see right here a timing route, pressure on, actually thrown off his back foot, but he still hit him.
So it's about the 3rd target to Stoff already in this game. He's got 53 catches on the season. Certainly a favorite of Kaminsky.
Absolutely.
And a massive play. You don't hit that one.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows what kind of game we're in for. Ball will be placed at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Cardinals are driving after that 4th down conversion. The snap. He'll take it himself on the RPO. Kaminsky down to about the 15-yard line. Could be close for the 1st down. And they will move the sticks once again.
Yeah, you see, I mean, he doesn't run off, but again, you know, it's a quarterback read, pulled it from LeGrant, had the edge, moved the chains.
What helps as a quarterback to be tall with a big body
Yeah.
and be able to run a little bit running back like, see the field well, get that 1st down. A 10-yard pickup, 1st and 10 from the 15. The handoff
Oh, he's in.
is to LeGrant, and he will take it
I thought he
down
was in on the 5, eh?
just about to the 3. He had
Man.
the space.
Yeah.
He had pay dirt in front of him. Good tackle.
Good running back, quick cut. Puts him in good scoring position. You can see right here, makes the first guy miss.
Good little juke.
Nice little juke here, makes another guy miss.
Oh, man, how did he knock it in there?
Yeah, I thought he was in down to the 2.
Great tackle by the middle safety, Sam Noel. All right, it's a 1st down and goal for Sun Prairie. Kaminsky on the keeper. Does he fall in? Just short.
Down to 1. He's
Down to about the 3-inch line. But now you're going to have a couple more chances to do that. And with Kaminsky's big body there and LeGrant down there, I would expect maybe a little bit more of the same.
Yeah, you know, you're facing 3 stout defenders there, Sam Soulful, Gray Rumor, and Parker Kalis.
So they will line up in the shotgun again. They will give it to the running back, and he will trip on in there. Cortez LeGrant ties it up at 6, and Sun Prairie with 7:25 left to go in the 1st gets on the board, evens this thing up.
Yeah, and that was all LeGrant. I mean, he did not have anybody blocking in front of him. He just did that himself. You'll see on the replay. Got a piece on the edge, but everything else is it's all LeGrant.
Yeah, big enough that he can just trip and then land in the end zone. And with that situation down there, I mean, that defense for Kettle Moraine was really going to have a heroic stop to stop those 2 guys from punching it in from how close they were. The extra point is blocked.
Oh,
Getting in there
Kavanaugh.
is Jonathan Sobiak,
Right? Was it Sobiak?
number 5.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Just cuts right through the middle, 2 arms up. That thing never had a chance. Schultz's kick is blocked, and we are still 6-6. So both teams score. Kettle Moraine goes for 2, doesn't get in. Sun Prairie just tries the old-fashioned extra point. That gets blocked. And we're at a 6-6 game. In a game where, you know, those kind of opportunities could matter very
man.
greatly.
Yeah, absolutely.
A block kick here, a missed 2-point there. We'll find out what happens. Good drive, though, for Sun Prairie. Racking up a couple of those Kwik Trip 1st downs with Kwik Trip. Hot savings from Kwik Trip. You'll find hot deals throughout the store. Check out the savings on produce, on Nature's Touch dairy products, and so much more. They've got your savings covered at Kwik Trip. 6-6, 7:25. Lends us to another Wisconsin Department of Transportation kickoff. All-Stars always remember, buckle up, phone down every trip. Every time this ball takes a trip down to about right on the goal line. And they'll bring it out across the 15, short of the 20 will be Nolan Shop.
That's got to be a little scary when you got a guy the size of Shop returning the kick, 6'3", 240, and you got some 5'10" a $125 defensive back coming down to try to stop him.
Well, just think of the different plays we've called Shop's name tonight.
Yeah.
A 2-point conversion attempt up the middle, blowing up a play as a defender in the middle of the field, and then a kick return.
Yeah.
You don't see too many guys at any level that would be involved in all those different plays. So a 1st and 10 from the Laser 19. Spellman with Shop in the backfield. 3 to the left, 1 out right. Spellman looks to his left. Going to be chased a little bit, just does his best to throw it away.
Yeah, and there's the example of the new rule change this year where the quarterbacks just need to do the same thing the pros do, get outside the pocket, throw it out of bounds past the line of scrimmage.
Thought he had a couple of guys over to his left, but the rush got there pretty quickly. Both these offensive lines are going to have to do a good job of keeping the other team, because that's a ferocious front on each side, especially in level 3. These guys will be a little more hungry, a little more aggressive, looking to blow it up in the backfield if they can. 2nd and 10 now from the 19. Man in motion. Spellman with the handoff. And that is the big man shot. And he's busting through. Nolan shot to the 20, to the 10. And a touchdown from 81 yards to the list of things that we're saying Nolan Shop is doing tonight.
Wow.
What a play.
Well, I guess that's why he's returning kicks. Look at this. What a push up front. Gray Rumor sprung him. Good blocking downfield in the second level, and he's outrunning everybody.
I don't think he was ever touched.
Wow.
I don't think there was one hand that got on him at any point during that play. Maybe a finger early.
Oh.
An 81-yard scamper from Nolan Shop. Wow. So they want to limit, both teams wanted to come in here, coach, and limit the big play, and that hasn't happened.
No.
Wow. Nolan Shop on defense, kick returning.
Yeah.
The 2-point conversion attempt last time. That clearly the most impressive of the night. And they'll have him line up again with the snap as they're going to look to go for 2. Let's go down to John Pearson down on the sidelines. John?
Play tonight on both sides of the ball. Well, the biggest play of Angie here's life was having Chase Spellman, probably one of the big ones. The way this game started with that beautiful play off the fake, just kind of his mood coming in and how he's been preparing and how you're holding up in this game.
Totally, 100%. He's so ready. The team is ready. They've had some great practices this week. He's been practicing. Today they didn't have school, so he was out in the rain testing out the ball and figuring out, what's going to stick, and he's literally been preparing all day. So these guys are ready, and it's so exciting.
And he had to deal with the injuries, the surgery, and all that kind of stuff here. The longer they play, the more people are going to see him here. And I mean, you look at him, you're like, he seems to have everything. Is that on his mind at all, or what's on his mind and your mind as the season goes on?
Yeah, I mean, it's taken some time. It was a torn labrum, so we're almost 11 and a half, 12 months post-op. He's feeling really, really good. It's taken a lot longer than we had thought, but he feels really, really good. He's feeling stronger every week, and I see him on the field just feeling more and more confident. So I think we're there. I mean, we're coming into the playoffs. We're here. He's doing so good. So I'm so proud of him.
Absolutely, and they're going for the conversion right there, and they got stopped. But finally, can you, maybe recreate that moment when he threw the touchdown pass?
For me? Oh, I was screaming my head off.
John Pearson down on the sideline. I like that hat. A lot of times you get the guy on the button, but it's covered up by the poncho. I like that hat there with Chase Spellman on it. So there was a 2-point conversion, as John Pearson did mention down on the sideline. It was an attempt to shop, and he was stopped short again. So the score now 12-6. John reports are brought to you by the Midwest Sport and Turf Systems. If it's played on turf, Midwest Sport and Turf Systems, well, they can build it. MWSTS is Wisconsin's top choice of turf installation, maintenance, and repair. Check out MWSTS.com for ways to build your field of dreams as we get set for another Wisconsin Department of Transportation kickoff. So 3 touchdowns, 3 failed conversions. Kettle Moraine, they're trying to go for 2. They're not even sending their kicker out there.
No.
And then Sun Prairie's kick, of course, moments ago got blocked.
We may see the kicker going forward. You know, the rule of thumb is if you don't make that first conversion, you go for 2 to try to get it to 14. But that's not happening right now.
So if you're watching on Wisconsin, the WSN WisSports.net stream tonight, settle in. We might have a few more hours for you tonight. We've got 5 minutes off of the game clock. We've got 18 points already. Certainly worth the price of admission. Which is free. And free to stream as well. The kickoff will go into the end zone for the touchback. And once again, we'll see Sun Prairie's offense. All right, so they answered once before with a nice steady drive at a 4th down conversion last time. This time they'll have a little bit longer to go. Started across midfield last time, but again, this is a team that's put up 51.5 points a game.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think that starting at their own 20 is going to be too daunting of a challenge.
No, not at all.
Kaminsky, the senior, back in the shotgun. LeGrant to the left. He'll drop back, look for LeGrant. Catches it around the 20 to the 25 to the 30, just across to the 32. You know, at first you see that, it looks like a little screen. But the way this game's gone tonight, I was expecting an 80-yard touchdown.
Yeah, look, you can see right here. Look, you know, experienced back, does a nice job adjusting to the ball, catches it, reads his blockers. Again, moves the chains.
Alton Williams, Corey Sammer, both leading the way for LeGrant. And now for the second time tonight, LeGrant's going to be down on the turf. This one might look a little more serious. Not sure if he got something knocked out of him. They're talking about his knee. I'm not going to speculate. That's just where he was pointing, but this doesn't look like something you want to happen.
No, not at all.
At any point of the season, much less a playoff game. So the trainer's going to be on the field with LeGrant. Looks like for a little bit here. Thoughts on the game, Coach, how this has gone so far? I mean, there's been a lot of scoring. We thought that, but the big plays for Kettle Moraine have really obviously been the difference.
Well, talking to Coach McDonald, I mean, he's like, hey, we need to run the ball, keep that offense off the field, control the clock. Well, they run the ball. Well, they rip off a 80-plus touchdown run. So, you know, they're running the ball, but they're not really affecting the clock. You know, and right here.
That's the play earlier to Wagner.
Got Wagner.
Drew Wagner starting the scoring, making it 6-0. They would go for 2, no good. Then LeGrant.
And good to see him off the field right now.
He's walking off on his own power, scored earlier. That made it 6-6. There was a blocked extra point. And then an 81-yard scamper.
Yeah.
Sort of unexpectedly.
Yeah, Gray Rumar just caved down that whole side and he had a gaping hole to go through.
But Nolan Schott made it 12-6 there. So we'll get an update on LeGrant when we have one. 12-6, 6:43 to go in the first, not even halfway through the first quarter of action. Kaminsky, unsure what to do with it at first, heads to the sideline, and it'll be a second down.
Yeah, 4-yard gain again on first.
So without LeGrant for a little bit, Sam Ostrenga back in there. Ostrenga, they really do like him as a backup. We'll see if he can pick up the slack now that he'll have at least a few plays to show what he can do. Fake handoff to him. That's going to be right near the marker for Kaminsky. And it will be short.
Yeah, you can see, you know, again, just a read option. Runs it more like a midline. And again, LeGrant's back in the game.
I'm surprised to see him back so soon.
Yeah.
I thought for sure we'd get a full drive of Ostrenga, but hey, if LeGrant's fine, who are you going to be to tell him to stay out?
Yeah.
3rd and short from the 41. Direct snap again. 2-hand carry right up the middle Kaminsky's going to get the first down, move the sticks.
Boy, he's showing the ability to run a lot more than I thought.
Well, where LeGrand can be elusive and quick, I mean, Kaminsky, I think you could almost set him up as the running back, and he almost looks like on the other side like Shop. They almost have the same kind of body features, and he's a big, powerful runner. If you're going to keep getting 4 or 5 yards and you're content with it, keep doing it.
Oh,
he'll throw it,
that's a
but it
fumble.
will come out of his hands, and it is recovered on the defense by Jonathan Sobiak, who has already had a big night. He recovers the fumble. Kaminsky just goes to throw it. That may be where the weather is a factor with that loose football, that wet football.
Yeah, we can see it right here. It just comes out of his hand. Sobiak is right on him. It's almost like he wanted to pull it back a little bit, but he couldn't.
Yeah, sometimes you see quarterbacks go back and they'll lose control of it in the end of their throwing motion. Kaminsky couldn't even get it up. The ball just slipped right out. And that is a big turnover.
Huge.
5:34 on the clock in the first. And now Kettle Moraine has the ball at the 37-yard line. How do they capitalize? The shotgun snap, the pass on the near sideline, dragged out of bounds. And that'll be a decent pickup for the receiver, Drew Wagner.
Yep.
So Wagner with the second catch of the night. 41 catches, 742 on the season, yardage-wise. And they go to him again.
Yeah, it's huge when you have these sudden change opportunities to see who can capitalize on it. You know, the defense pick their head up or they hang their head down.
It's a 2nd and 3. Ball at the 30. Spellman in the back. And they will give it over to Shop. You know, one thing that you don't maybe think of right away is there's no TV timeouts. There's no stoppages. So as soon as there's a turnover, you are running a play within 35, 40 seconds. You don't have time to adjust. You don't have time to think. The defense has to get right out there and try to stop the momentum now for Kettle Moraine here on a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, we saw Talib Miller on that last play. He was ready.
Spellman, he'll take the direct snap. Goes to the right and then the left, and he's got room. Spellman's going to run out of bounds around the 20-yard line. Didn't like what he saw on the right side. Saw a lot of green on the left. Took it for a first down, moves the sticks.
Yeah, you see right here. And again, you know, it's a designed run, but it just shows you his scramble ability. I mean, he reads areas well. Nobody set the edge. He gets over there and avoids the hit.
Great block, though, by Sam Knoll to try to give a little more room to Spellman, as there was one defender kind of targeted on him. That's another quick trip first down. Ball's going to be placed at the 21, left hash. 1st and 10, 4:45 to go. 12-point lead for the Lasers, 12-6 rather. 6-point lead, looking to make it 12, maybe more. Handoff up the middle, that's Shop again. And he'll only get a couple of yards, but it's going to take more than a couple of guys to drag down Nolan Shop.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't look like a big productive run, but guess what? He got 5 yards. You can see right here, just coming off tackle, offensive line doing a nice job, but everybody rallied to the ball.
That's
and
1, 2, 3,
5 guys to bring him down.
4, 5. So a 2nd and 5 from the 16. Shop in the backfield. Wagner in motion. Up the middle, it's to Spellman. And that looks to be
just short.
Short, yeah.
2-down territory, though.
Well, yeah, they haven't kicked the extra point, so they're certainly not going to kick
They
the
do have a good
field
field
goal
goal kicker, though.
Well, he needs to speak up if he wants to get in this game.
Yeah, raise your hand.
3rd and 1. In the shotgun. He'll come up now to the line.
Sneak.
Yeah, that's what it
Ooh.
looked like. They might have jumped.
Yeah.
Let's see what.
Prior to the snap, full start.
Yeah.
Offense, number 1. 5-yard penalty. Remains. Third down.
So Sam Knoll gets charged with the false start.
Yeah.
But you could tell right away, as soon as he got into the line, he just wanted to fall over, get the yard. But
Yeah,
not
and, you know,
everybody ready.
sometimes you overthink yourself. It's kind of like just line up and run the play. You know, you got a big offensive line, you got a big back, you got a big quarterback. If you're going to sneak, get him under center right away.
3rd and 6. Spellman, he'll take it himself. He's going to stretch for the marker.
4th
and
down.
He's going to be short. We'll get an official timeout here for a measurement to see.
You
how
know,
far.
injury. You've got an injury on the field.
Oh, yeah. But there's the play, 6
Yeah.
yards out.
Guys up front, Nolan Olson, Talib Miller, Billy Benson. And then bringing in Davis Wetton, the linebacker. Stopped them short.
Kettle Moraine 12, Sun Prairie 6. Again, I'm Bart Winkler, the Hall of Fame coach Dan Brunner alongside. Coverage brought to you in part by the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin. Athletes aren't born, they're built through hard work, dedication, and chocolate milk.
Oh, yeah.
Chocolate milk, the drink that elite athletes turn to for recovery. If you need a competitive edge, drink chocolate milk. Brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin. So just under 3 minutes to go in the first. Got another guy down. I haven't been able to see who it is for Sun Prairie. It's number 53.
Ian Lips, linebacker.
But off on his own power.
Good to see.
Ian Lips, the senior, had been on the offensive side of the ball as the center
Yeah.
before moving across.
Moved them after the Wanakee game.
So 4th and 1, 2:53 remains in the first quarter. It is early, right? Still first quarter, but
Yeah.
again, another massive play. We had a 4th down conversion for Sun Prairie. It looks like they're just going to run it through like they wanted to before. And that time they'll get it.
Yeah.
So that's the exact play they wanted to run
Yep.
before. They didn't mess around with it this time. Just took him up the middle, and Spellman got the necessary yardage and more.
Yeah. You could, I mean, he just runs up to the line of scrimmage. Running behind Roman Brunner, no relation. Charlie Schmidt, Jorge Benavente.
So 1st and 10 at the 10. It'll be 1st and goal.
Oh,
And they jumped.
the 1st and goal from the 5 now.
Defense, number 45. Penalty previous spot. Remains first down.
Okay.
Laser's going to pick up 5 the easy way. And we'll see what they want to do here.
They got their jumbo package, and they bring in 77 Braden Thompson. He's a sophomore, but guess what? He's 6'8", 310.
Oh, yeah, you can. You don't need to look too hard to tell which one that is. Over on the left side. Spellman. Now he loses
Whoa!
the football. It is loose on the ground. It looks like Sun Prairie's got it there, fighting for dear life at the bottom. I thought I saw a Cardinal recover. We'll see what the officials say.
Oh, he kept it.
And the ball is going
Oh.
to stay with Kettle Moraine. Wow.
I thought Jack Watkins had it.
And
He
maybe he
must-
did.
We'll see if number 15 has it, because he was right there. Here he is.
Ball gets kicked, knocked around.
Oh.
It looks like he's got it, but
Oh.
Peter Garvin is laying on it. And so Peter Garvin recovered a fumble with his back, I think is what happened.
Ooh, dodged a bullet for now.
It'll knock him back to the 17, but they're just happy to retain possession. Spellman looking to the end zone, and too low, bounces off the turf. They're looking for Wagner.
Flag in the backfield. Pat Miles will give us a call.
Good route from Wagner. Just couldn't get it there. Maybe the flag is a reason why. We'll see. Looks like they're asking the Sun Prairie coach what he wants to do, so this may be against Kettle Moraine.
The prior play was second down.
Let us know when you know.
Holding on the offense, number 54, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Second down.
So that was a discussion. They're going to take the yardage to back him up. And probably smart. I don't know if they're going to want to kick from here.
No, it's a tough decision though. I mean, both these teams have such big play capability. It's like, you want to give them another down, or
they're backed up to the 36.
Yeah, I bet that probably was an easier decision.
So that's a 19-yard penalty. The handoff.
Oh, boy.
It doesn't matter where they are on the field. Shot. Unbelievable. Are you kidding me?
You kidding me?
Back us up to the 50.
Yeah.
Back us up to the 35. We got Big Nolan Shop.
Oh,
You already saw him take it
man.
in from 81. What's 36 yards?
Exactly. Man,
Look at him. He knows he's going to score the moment he
does.
gets that football.
He does. And you can't say enough about that offensive line on the right side again. Gray, Moore, Brunner, Charlie Schmidt. I mean, they just create these gaping holes.
18-6. Buck 12 left in the first.
We get to see a kick.
Well, the one kick we saw tonight was blocked. Let's see it on the other end.
Oh,
So blocked. And they don't let you scoop and
It's not
score.
the college game.
Let's go back to that touchdown.
Yeah.
Unbelievable play again from Nolan Shop.
Just huge hole.
Nice block from Dylan Ports.
Yeah, Port's a sophomore back.
Nolan Shop, 2 touchdowns now, well over 100 yards rushing on the day for him.
He's a special player.
How about that? Kettle Moraine down to the 5-yard line. They almost lose the football.
Yeah.
I'm really not sure how they recovered.
I don't either.
Then there's a holding penalty. So you're backed up 30 yards from where you were.
Yeah.
First, third, second and goal from the 36.
Yeah.
And you just run it up the middle to the right side a little bit, and Nolan Shop takes it home.
Yeah, I mean, again, we talked about a little bit. I'd just be so afraid of giving these guys extra downs.
We got a long way to go. We still got 3 quarters, but if there's going to be an early contender for the Jolly Good Soda player of the game, man, it's going to be hard to beat what we're seeing out of Nolan Shop. Jolly Good Soda, crack open the good times, savor the flavor with Jolly Good Soda. They put the pop in Wisconsin. Another kickoff set to go. Kickoff's brought to you by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. 8-6, 72 seconds remain in quarter number 1 here at Kettle Moraine High School. The rain is all but stopped.
Yeah.
I'll check our WisSports Net Doppler 5000 to see how much more is coming. Kick return taken out to about the 15-20 now, a big scrum. And Sun Prairie East is going to start this drive. Down 2 scores. Probably, I mean, we knew it would be a good game, but I don't think Sun Prairie thought they'd be down 2 scores in the first quarter.
No, and again, you go back to the fumbled pass attempt by Jerry Kaminsky. That was just such a huge play.
Well, that's, the slim margins. They do fumble.
Mm-hmm.
Kettle Moraine doesn't.
Here's another fumble.
There's a flip toss. They're going to say it's
incomplete pass. Yeah. Yeah, that's where it's a good thing it's done forward.
Yeah. That would have been a nightmare.
Yeah, that would have.
Yeah, that is a pass.
Trying to get it to Cooper White, their sophomore.
Oh, that would have been a nightmare for Sun Prairie.
A lot of time left. They just got to no panic it here.
Kaminsky drops back through the hands of the intended target, Cooper White. Cooper White's gotten some time lately. Evan Richmond was the starter on that side. Lacerated kidney.
In week 9.
Tough way to end the season. Our best to Evan Richmond.
Yeah, absolutely.
3rd and 10. 55-5 in the first. Kettle Moraine, the home team, with a 12-point lead. The toss down the sideline, and it will be intercepted. Kettle Moraine with another turnover.
Blocking the back.
Yeah, there'll be a flag on that, but the turnover will stand. Zach Donaldson, who had not been starting at the beginning of the season. The coaches love his continual improvement. And he comes up with a big turnover.
Yeah, you can see kind of a little miscue there. You had 2 receivers in the same general area, bring the other defender there. But Donaldson did a nice job.
Yeah, it was intended for maybe Cooper White. At first I thought that Sam Ostrenga was going to haul it in.
Yeah, and again, you got a junior and Cooper White, a sophomore. Maybe not real experience being on the field together.
After the interception during the return, illegal block in the back. Number 3, return team. That penalty is declined. Blindside block. Number 54 on the return team, 15 yards from the dead ball or from the spot of the foul. It'll be a first down.
All right, so we saw the one penalty.
Yeah.
There was another. Just a matter of what to take. There's that pass again.
Yeah, both receivers, I'm sure, were not intended to be in the same area.
It really looked like Ostrenga was going to get it, and then Donaldson's just like, I'll put my hands here in case.
Yeah.
And in case worked out. So Kettle Moraine now up 2 scores.
Spellman on the carry.
Chase Spellman will get things started on this drive as they're looking to cross midfield. That's where the first down marker is. As it looks like this could be the end of the quarter.
We've had all this action part. You think it's the end of the half. It's the end of the first quarter.
The first quarter. Kettle Moraine 18 on 3 different touchdowns. Sun Prairie East 6. Some action here on WisSports.net. Glad you're joining us. So we'll get ready for the second quarter. This is going to be obviously a big drive, but for Sun Prairie. They need a stop here.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of great action so far. We want to thank UW-Platteville. At UW-Platteville, you'll love what you learn. UW-Platteville. John Pearson's our man on the sidelines. Let's go down to JP. Johnny.
Well, the nice thing is it's a nice soft rain going on right now down here. And the thing we're going to talk about a lot of the time in the first quarter was all those huge plays. But the Kettle Moraine coaches were really trying to make a point of generating some plays on offense, running the ball a little bit. The big plays, they jump up and down like little kids. Whenever there's a big block for a 7 or 8 yard game, they turn it into like a the Badger band during jump around. They were just as excited about that kind of stuff before that last big play, guys.
Well, here's another one, John. Thank you as always, as Pearson gets the cross over the middle, and they'll go over the midway marker for a first down. John Pearson's reports brought to you by Midwest Sport and Turf Systems.
Yeah, no surprise here. His favorite target, Drew Wagner, has a way of always finding the open area on the field, and he's just so quick after he catches the ball. He's got so many yards after the catch.
I'm going to want to call him Drew Pearson, going from John Pearson to Drew Wagner, the wide receiver. 1st and 10, the handoff.
Shop.
Who else?
Oh.
Nolan, you can't bring him down.
Man.
Finally taken down near the 29-yard line. And Nolan Shop is near 130 yards rushing on the game.
Oh,
today.
man. Yeah, you can see right here. I mean, it's just off tackle. Nothing fancy. Guys up front just bust that first open hole. So wide for him.
I mean, if I'm up 18-6, do I do anything else but run it to this kid over
Why
and
not?
over and over and
Yeah,
over?
yeah.
He's got big play potential. We've seen that twice. The times he gets stuffed at the goal line or at the line of scrimmage, he's still getting 5-6 yards. They're going to put him out in the
Timeout.
tight end position, but there will be a timeout on the field.
Yeah, you know, you say you got him listed. He's a tight end. He's a fullback. I mean, he just does it all. Running back. I mean, he's got the speed of a halfback, the size of a huge fullback.
So he's got 343 yards rushing coming in.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
He's going to end up with half of that by halftime.
He may get all of that.
He may get all of that by the end of the game.
Yeah.
Really impressive. Again, touchdowns of 81 and I think 38 was the other one. 2 long touchdowns for Nolan Shop so far tonight as the Kettle Moraine Lasers are now nearing another red zone opportunity. And if they punch it in here, I mean, they got to be feeling pretty good about themselves. So much time left, and they're going up against an offense that scores more than 50 points a game, but they have been able, with turnovers, to shut them down. And really, you go all the way back to that first drive. It was just a turnover on downs, but that set the tone early.
Yeah, very opportunistic.
So here's the first down from the 29-yard line. Spellman under center. And they'll toss it. And little end-around effort. And wow, what a smart heads-up play.
Are you kidding me?
By Drew Wagner. Are they going to call a flag on that? I don't see how that's a flag, honestly.
Well, I think you're going to call batting the ball.
Okay.
Because you'll see here.
The ball's on the ground.
Yeah.
Wagner can't keep control of it. He can't recover it, so he bats it forward.
Yeah. Now, typically, when you bat the ball forward, you're the only guy who can recover it. So he did that. So
you can't kick it forward.
Yeah.
We'll see what the officials say.
He may call. I mean, they may wave this off.
I just thought it was a smart play.
I did too.
I mean, I studied the rule book in my car right before I got in here, and I must have skimmed that one. But I think still a heads-up play.
Well, we'll hear Pat Miles.
On the offense.
All right.
He slapped the ball towards the goal line that they're going towards. It's a 10-yard penalty and lost the down.
Well, the alternative is you don't have the football.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's still a smart play.
And on the last drive, we saw penalties back up Kettle Moraine, and then it didn't matter. So we'll see what happens.
It's about the same yardage here now, so we'll see.
Yeah. 49 yards from the goal line. Oh, that's Nolan Shop territory. And the handoff will be to Shop. And I think Sun Prairie East expecting it. So a short gain, if any.
Yeah.
Third and 39.
You know, the D coordinator for Sun Prairie, Tim Bass, been around a long time, great defensive coach. I mean, there's going to be a lot of adjustments made at halftime based on what's been happening so far. This is a good defense. They only give up 13.5 points a game.
And when you do that and you have the challenge of a team coming in that scores 50 plus, I mean, you're going to, you're going to try to stop 30 plus for
30 plus for Kettle Moraine.
You're going to have that
Yeah.
motivation. Two good offenses. We'll see what they do on a 3rd and 38. They got to play for that. It's give it to Nolan Shop, and he'll just get a couple here. So Sun Prairie East responding. Not sure if the trickery call was necessary at this point of the game.
Right.
Maybe feeling a bit greedy.
Could be, yeah. Huge drive coming for Sun Prairie East. They need to get back into the game.
Oh, by the way, Nolan Shop punts also. So he'll be back there to punt.
Oh.
Skips off the turf to him, and it is
Blocked.
slightly blocked. So we'll see where it lands now. Lucky that it got that far. Lands around the 30-yard line. But the ball did get touched, did get blocked off the punt. We've seen 3 block kicks tonight, 2 on the point after tries, 1 on the punt there. And Sun Prairie East needed a stop. They got one.
Yep.
Backed up Kettle Moraine, get a block punt after forcing one, and suddenly you're right back to where you were on that last possession.
Yeah, with a lot of time left.
8:43 to go in the second. Handoff up the middle, that's to LeGrant. He'll get a decent chunk. Cortez LeGrant's been down twice with injury, popped up both times, and is back in there now.
Yeah, and you got to be careful. If you're Sun Prairie East, you got to be careful of letting any panic set in. I don't think they will, because there's so much time left.
Yeah, if you've got 6 points at this point of the game, but you're used to scoring 50, you're maybe a little more reserved. Handoff to the right side. LeGrant will pick up about 4. It'll be a 3rd and short.
Yeah, we go back to the good drive they had. Where was it? It was mostly on the ground. Did a nice job between LeGrant and Jerry Kaminsky.
We've seen big plays from Kettle Moraine. Sun Prairie necessarily doesn't need to do that.
No.
Man in motion is Stoff. The handoff to LeGrant.
Oh, man.
Won't get there. Great effort up front from the Kettle Moraine defense. Adam Reif, Jonathan Sobiak both in there.
Yeah, you can see number 5, Sobiak. He's been in on the action all night long. Again, Adam Reif, as you said, Bart.
4th and short from their own 40. We're going to go for it. Jerry Kaminsky barking out the signals. And it'll be a direct snap.
He did not get it.
No, maybe a second effort.
Second effort, he did.
I'm not sure.
Yep. Yeah, second effort, they're going to give it to him. Man,
Wow.
They had him stuffed at first.
Drew Kavanaugh ends up taking the snap.
Yeah, we'll see on the replay here. I mean, he's stuffed.
Yeah.
He just keeps bouncing around, and he finds a little seam.
Wow.
I think big Gray Rumor thought he was stopped.
That is a massive conversion. 1st and 10 from the 40. The handoff right side.
Oh.
LeGrant. And he's got to hang on to that football because those arms are coming in. They're trying to knock it out of there.
Yeah, Eli
The
Reif
Lasers.
right there. Maybe did one little too many cuts. But Adam Reif right there to meet him. Same thing with his younger brother, Eli.
So they're getting in the action on the defensive side. Really good series of plays for Kettle Moraine defensively. Just a great second effort by the Cardinals to get the first down. Here we are, 2nd and 9. Kaminsky will drop back to his right. Good coverage downfield, and so he'll just take it for a couple. He did briefly glance downfield to his receiver, Cooper White, who was double covered, and had to take it to himself and maybe picked up a foot.
Yeah, he got the edge, but there was such good pursuit, and it was to the short side of the field, so he had nowhere to go.
So just over 5 minutes to go in a quicker paced second quarter. No scoring yet in this quarter after an 18-6 first. 3rd and 8 from their 42. Kaminsky looking sideline. That'll be caught for a first down. Out at the 45-yard line, running into the tent, is Connor Stoff, the all-conference first-teamer.
Yeah, nice timing route. Decent protection. You can see right here, guys up front doing a nice job.
When you need the first down, go to the guy you trust.
Yeah, exactly.
Go to the guy you're used to throwing it to. 1st and 10, 5 minutes left from the 46. Kaminsky on the keeper for about 5. Gets popped in the head there at the end. Be able to get up.
Yeah, guys up front, Alton Williams, Corey Sammer, Logan Culbertson, Nolan Olson, and Logan Gross doing a nice job of controlling the defensive line.
2nd and 4. The Cardinals. Kaminsky, LeGrant to his right. He'll keep it, follow LeGrant, and pick up a few. That'll bring up 3rd and short. So again, about 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. No need to rush, no need to panic. Sun Prairie East just calling their play.
Yeah.
Getting to the next opportunity. Is Logan Gross a little banged up?
Yeah, a little bit. Big 6'3", 260-pound junior.
Looks like he's going to play through the pain for this 3rd and short. The handoff is to LeGrant. He'll find some room on the left side, find a hole, and slip around the 30-yard line, but that's well past the marker, and that'll be another quick trip first down.
Yeah, big run by LeGrant. Again, the left side of that line, you see right here in the replay. Left side does a nice job. Drew Kavanaugh holding up the edge just enough so LeGrant can get outside.
Rain back again, steady. Turf or no turf, it's still wet, still water, still slick. 1st and 10, 29-yard line. White in motion. Kaminsky going to go deep, and that is in and out of the hands.
I think he caught it.
Yeah, they're going to give it to him.
Yeah.
Jonathan Vanderwall.
Yeah. Boy, that's a heck of a throw.
Great throw.
Yeah, he couldn't have ran it out there and handed it to him any better.
Makes the catch.
And then it's out. Yep, it's a catch.
Do we get an official guy up? Do we have a John Perry, Mike Pereira type?
I don't see any red handkerchiefs out there.
Do we have a guy? There is an injured lineman down for the Lasers. That's Roman Brunner. Let's go back to that catch.
Boy.
Vanderwall, I mean,
He's got
corrals it. And then
I think he's got it. And then is he?
I think it's out.
Well, but what you think and I think doesn't matter right now.
I'm like,
it's 1st and goal.
Yeah, I very much think that was the wrong call. Hey, I'm not wearing the stripes. 1st and goal. Kaminsky will take it himself, spin, and he should be short.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they got away with one on that catch.
Might have, yeah. Heck of a throw anyway.
Oh, yeah. Do they not know? We've got cameras if they want to do a replay. I root for nothing, Coach, but the integrity of the game. Kaminsky.
Oh. He's stuffed again.
Stuffed again, wow. Kavanaugh on that one.
You know, you got great Rumor in the middle of that line. 6'5", 290. You can see there's no way he's getting pushed back.
Kaminsky trying to do the blocking and pushing. Great shot there by our camera guys.
Man, and Sam so full.
All right, Kaminsky in the back. LeGrant to the left. They'll give it to LeGrant.
Oh.
And he gets popped. 3 straight runs from the 1 yard line. 3 different guys. And we got a 4th down.
Wow. Everybody's just getting stood up at the line, and then all the way from his safety spot, Sam Nowell. I mean, it's just begging for a play-action pass.
4th and goal. They'll line 2 out to the left. I think they're going to call a timeout.
Yeah.
Here
This
on
is
this 4th down.
too important.
18-6. We had fireworks in the first half. Here's that last play
Yeah, last
again.
play. Everybody's getting shoved back. Oh. You talk about a textbook tackle. Wow.
Fireworks in that first quarter, 4 touchdowns. We are yet to have a single point here in quarter number 2.
But good action.
Real good action. And now let's see if that will change. Down 2 scores.
Oh, this is huge, huge.
This is the formation we've been seeing most of the night. Kaminsky, LeGrant. It will be Kaminsky. I think he fell in there, and the refs say no. The refs say he's short.
Oh.
Short of the goal line.
Well, you're going to see a better goal line stand than that.
Wow, 4 plays from the 1.
Man. Here's a replay. Take a
Kaminsky
look.
takes it.
He's trying to pick his way and get in there. Look at number 1 coming up from his safety spot again.
Yeah, he never got that ball over.
No.
I saw a face mask, but never got that ball over.
Man.
What a goal line stop.
Yeah, Sam Nowell, 2 plays in a row.
Man. Let's go down to John Pearson.
You got to notice about that goal line stand, besides them rising up, the parents here are crazy. The student section's all the way at the other end, and they played bullfighting music right beforehand. And who couldn't be inspired by that, guys?
Yeah, that works. Hey, it takes everybody.
You got to be careful
He's
of the safety here,
yeah. He'll get out of the end zone. Chase Spellman. You know, of all the things that we've seen tonight, we've seen some long touchdowns. We see some big plays. The 4th down stop, that whole series may be the most impressive thing we've seen tonight. 4 straight plays, all from the 1 yard line. Sun Prairie throwing 3 different guys at him, go back to Kaminsky, ends up short, and just an incredible goal line stand. Again, this Sun Prairie team is a team that puts up 50-plus points a game.
Yeah.
And Kettle Moraine has taken that challenge, accepted it, and excelled at it so far.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and again, they only give up 13 and change per game. So, yeah, it's a good defense on that side.
So they'll just try to, at this point, get a little bit of room.
Yeah, to punt.
Although,
I shouldn't say that.
Are we about to say the same thing? 99 yards away. Nolan shop time.
It's a challenge.
It's a second down. They'll throw it out of the end zone deep.
Sure enough.
Down the sideline. And that was hauled in.
Luke Dam picked it
yeah.
off.
I thought, wow.
Yeah, Luke Dam came up with it.
That's a big play. That's a big play. 68 seconds to go.
Yeah, we'll see on the replay. He put it out there.
Man. He's targeting it the whole way. Little
They
Fail
both
Mary
had it.
situation.
Yeah.
I thought Wagner had it.
I
but
did
then,
too, initially.
You're right.
Yeah.
Dam rips it away. They were both coming down with it, but when they landed, it was Dam that had it.
Yep.
Now that's big because they do eventually get the ball back where a punt might land.
Yeah.
But they've got 1:08 to play with
Yeah.
instead of Kettle Moraine running the clock down. So this is big. Kaminsky to his left. He's going end zone.
Yeah, tipped. It either slipped out of his hand. That's a tough throw. You're rolling left, trying to throw it back across the field to the right.
Yeah, trying to dry off that right hand now. 62 seconds to go in the second. Our Daily Farmers of Wisconsin halftime show coming up. 18-6, Kettle Moraine with the lead. Sun Prairie with the ball. Second down, Kaminsky drops the football. It's Shop on the pressure.
Oh, man.
Kaminsky drops it, but he'll fall right on it. But my goodness, it's one thing to be the kick returner. It's one thing to be the punter. It's one thing to have 2 touchdowns, one of 35 plus, one of 80 plus. It's another to do all that and then come here and get the big sack.
Coming off the edge, unblocked. Man. And that could have been a turnover right there.
This kid is literally doing everything.
Yeah, he is something. Mr. Swiss Army knife.
I don't know what time. I don't know when the next practice is if Kettle Moraine wins, but you got to let that shop kid sleep into at least Sunday morning.
Yeah.
If that's going to be the outcome here. 54.1 seconds to go in the first half. Bart Winkler, Dan Brunner, John Pearson down on the sidelines tonight. So we've got a 3rd and long. Very long. 3rd and 21 from the 47. I'll harp on it. This is an offense that puts up 51.5 points a game. Pressure coming from the left side. It's Jonathan Sobiak.
Man.
Sobiak's had a big night defensively too, and it seems like every time he sees Shop do something, Sobiak's like, "Hey, this is my defense."
Yeah. Sobiak right there, and then to finish him off is Sofel, Jonathan Sobiak, and then Sam Sofel, both in on that.
Great wrap-up sack too from Sobiak. As time is ticking away a little bit here. Looks like they're just going to be content to go to halftime. Well, the clock's hit 0. Nobody's leaving the field. Refs are going to talk about it. It is halftime, question mark? I don't know.
Pat Miles will let us know.
Nobody's leaving, so.
Offense, number 1, 5-yard penalty. Fourth down. Please put 5 seconds on the scoreboard. 5 seconds.
5 seconds will be played on the clock.
All right, so delay a game penalty. And I think the offense is going to come back out for Sun Prairie. With 5 seconds, it's a fourth down. Hail Mary, some sort of situation.
You got to be careful. Got some talented people back there.
Yeah, really good defense. They're just going to let it go now. No play. So they accomplished what they were looking to accomplish. We just had to go through the motions to get there. But it is halftime. Kettle Moraine, 18. Sun Prairie East, 6. Here on WisSports.net. We'll take a couple minutes to breathe ourselves. We'll come back with the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin halftime show. You're watching WisSports.net high school football.
My left stroke just went viral. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down.
The Kettle Moraine dance team, thank you very much. We'll update some scores from around the state as we go along here in the halftime.
Okay. Just tell me when. Welcome back. It is the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin halftime show as we are at halftime. Kettle Moraine with a 18-6 lead over the Sun Prairie East Cardinals. John Pearson down on the sidelines. Johnny, what do you got for us?
Well, one reason we've been able to be so entertained tonight is that the field is in great shape. The Midwest Sport and Turf company that happens to be one of our sponsors, so we really like that. It would have been a muddy mess a few years ago, but this is incredible. And one thing about this, it's going to get better around here at Kettle Moraine. Justin Bester, the principal here at Kettle Moraine. Yes, the field is fantastic, but everything's going to be better around here. Explain why, how this all came together, that next year at Kettle Moraine is going to be even better in terms of facilities.
Yeah, we're very proud of what's going to be happening starting in just a few weeks. This is our last home game, and we're tearing everything down. Of course, is what you just said. The field is brand new, but new in a few weeks. New track, new bleachers, new press box, new lights, new scoreboard, new concession stand. It's going to be really unbelievable, and we're really proud. In our first step, we already have brand new 10 tennis courts happening, and that's step one. A football stadium is step two, and it's a number of steps to improve a lot of our varsity athletic facilities on campus, which we're very proud of.
And one thing you mentioned that's very exciting to people is taxes did not rise. This was a community effort to pull it all together. Talk about how that happens, because that's actually not that normal to be able to put it together like that.
We're very proud. It's a lot of work from a lot of people, including at our district office, from our superintendent, chief financial officer, buildings and grounds, athletic director. A lot of people are working very hard to make this happen. If you watch education around the state, you'll see there's been a lot of referendums. This is all community funded through the district, through our youth athletic programs, community ed. It's been great. So we've been having a lot of support from all of those people, including our youth community boards and presidents and families that said, we need this, we want this, and let's make this happen. So we're very proud of that.
All right, and finally, the one thing I noticed about you is a lot of principals want to sit on high. You're sitting with the students. And I don't know if they've done any body passing of you around the crowd at all, but why do you make a point of hanging out with the students instead of being, in the, your luxury box that's probably coming next year?
I love the kids. It's great. It's a great job. This is a great community with great staff, which has been phenomenal supporting our kids and the athletes. I mean, who wouldn't want to be here cheering on great student athletes like this? I want to give a huge shout out to Nolan Shop, number 8, who's having a great game. Earlier this year, we had a teacher appreciation day, and he asked me to wear his jersey, and I thought the world of that. And he's such a great young man, along with a lot of our football staff and our football players and staff. And great student section tonight, and we're having a lot of fun in the rain.
All right, he has everything down. He takes care of everything, except for he really doesn't know how to hold an umbrella to keep me dry, guys.
Yeah, brutal, John. Yeah. My goodness. Good stuff there. How about Nolan Schaff, too?
Oh, man.
We said all the good things about him as a player. This guy's got the brain to give his principal the jersey.
Oh, yeah.
He knows what
he
he's
knows
doing.
what's going on.
Smart kid there, but 2 touchdowns for him in this first half, and really, Coach, a monster night from him so far. Yeah, on all aspects of the game. We'll take a look at some highlights here coming up as we are in the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin halftime show. Here's the first offensive play of the game for Kettle Moraine, and that is Drew Wagner.
Yeah, it looked like he had a little stumble. He might go down, but no way. Takes it to the house.
Yeah, the defense had created a turnover on downs, and then first play offensively, it's Drew Wagner, makes it 6-0. 2-point no good on the other side. They go, Sun Prairie does, with Cortez LeGrant. He ties things up, blocked, extra point, and then now it is the Nolan Shop show.
Yeah, Nolan Shop show. Wow.
81 yards here.
Oh, no one's catching him.
Right down the right sideline.
Yeah.
So that would make it 12-6. They would go for 2 again and miss again. And then one more time after they were at their own 5-yard line. They were at the 5-yard line in enemy territory, got backed up to the 35, and Shop's like, hey, I'll take it from here.
Yeah.
Sun Prairie tries to drive later, and the big interception there, some turnovers. It was an exciting second quarter. There were no points, but an interception there from Zach Donaldson. And then a goal line stop.
Oh, what a goal line stand.
Which of all the things that we've seen and talked about so far, this could be the moment of the game where they had 4 plays from the 1-yard line to get it in. unable to do so. Kettle Moraine does give it back on this interception. 2 guys go up, 1 guy comes down, that being Luke Dam.
Yeah, just out-wrestled them.
But they're unable to do anything with it, and we go to halftime. 18-6 is your halftime score. Again, this is the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin halftime show. Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, athletes aren't born, they're built through hard work, dedication, and of course, chocolate milk. It's the drink that elite athletes turn to for recovery. If you need that competitive edge, drink chocolate milk. Brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin. We'll come on back with second half action. Kettle Moraine 18, Sun Prairie 6. You're watching the high school playoffs on WisSports.net. And welcome back to Kettle Moraine High School. I'm Bart Winkler, the Hall of Fame coach Dan Brunner alongside. We've got a good one here. Kettle Moraine 18, Sun Prairie East 6. The teams getting the opportunity to dry off and come right back out.
Yeah,
in
the
this
rain
weather.
just picked up.
The weather, that's the thing we talked about. Obviously, you get to a football game, it's pouring rain. You wonder what kind of implications will it have. There's been some turnovers, there's been some loose footballs, but for the most part, the story of this game has been the big plays, and it's been the big plays by the Kettle Moraine Lasers offense. The long touchdown pass to open things up from Drew Wagner, and 2 long runs from Nolan Schopp. So the weather may have changed things a little bit, but this is a game right now that Kettle Moraine is outplaying Sun Prairie East, and even though Sun Prairie East has scored an average of 51.5 points per game coming into this game, Kettle Moraine, there's no question they deserve to be up 2 scores right now.
Yeah, this is new territory for Sun Prairie East. Again, you know, the Badger large conference, you got Sun Prairie East, you got Wanakee, but that doesn't match up to the teams that Kettle Moraine plays overall in the Classic 8, where you got Arrowhead, Mugwanago, Muskego, go right down the line. It's a game every week, and it's taking its toll on Sun Prairie East right now.
This is the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin halftime show. We'll take a look at the keys of the second half, brought to you by UW-Platteville. At UW-Platteville, you'll love what you learn. You'll learn by doing, building, discovering, and preparing for your dream career. You'll love what you do at UW-Platteville. I think for Sun Prairie, we came in expecting some big plays out of Jerry Kaminsky, the quarterback. We need to see a little more Jerry Kaminsky here in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they got punched in the mouth in the first half. I'm sure Coach Kaminsky got everybody settled down. The second half, they're able to score points in bunches. They have all year long. They just need to do that this second half and have their defense step up and shut the Lasers down.
Couple of turnovers in this game, but really I think that the turnover on downs for Kettle Moraine, I think those were the bigger tone setters. The goal line stand, obviously, but when you have a team come in here that, again, 51.5 points a game, and they get the ball first, and you don't even allow them to get a first down. You stop them right away, then you score on your first offensive play. From the start of this game, Kettle Moraine set a tone, said do not take us lightly, and right now they're up 18-6 as we're getting ready for the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you said it, Bart. They set the tone.
We'll see what happens now. We're just about 45 seconds away here from the start of half number 2. Hey, after the game, maybe stop by your local Kwik Trip. They've got mobile ordering now. I don't know if you've tried this. You can order ahead through the Kwik Rewards app. Mobile ordering, you can have all your Kwik Trip favorites like the chicken tenders, the pizza, the Nature's Touch ice cream. My favorite, the spicy chicken sandwiches. On sale on Thursdays. Don't think I don't know that. They'll be waiting for you when you arrive. If you want to hear that, see you next time. They bring the order right to your car if need be. Running late or got a car full of kids, use the mobile ordering through the Kwik Rewards app. They'll make your day just a little more quick.
You cannot beat Kwik Trip fried chicken. It's the best.
I don't know if this is a Kwik Trip endorsed thing or not, but I have done what I have dubbed the Kwik Triple. It is where I eat hot Kwik Trip food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I've done it from the same store.
You can't go wrong.
So I'm not bouncing around. I did it from the same store one day, the Kwik Triple. That's free, Kwik Trip, if you want to steal that and market that. Just give me a free spicy chicken now and then. All right, we're getting ready for the second half. Again, Kettle Moraine High School, the beautiful field, as you heard. The field is new. They're going to tear down the rest of the bunch of the stuff around here, the bleachers, new track coming in, new press box. But this field so far has done exactly what they wanted it to do. It's held up. It's there's been some guys down a time or two, but can't even imagine what it would look like on a Friday night.
Can't imagine.
With us, it's been a steady rain. We looked at the radar at the beginning of the game. Wisconsin, hey, we'll find out Tuesday, red state, blue state. It's a green state today.
Yeah.
It's all rain.
Yeah, and Bart, at this time of year, I don't care how good you maintain your grass field. Those things took a beating all year, and you're playing with just little patches of grass here and there, and the grass that was there in November is yellow. And so, man, what an advancement these turf fields have given to high school football in Wisconsin.
So Sun Prairie East unable to do anything with their last possession, and now they have to kick it off. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation kickoff. All-Stars always remember, buckle up, phone down, every trip, every time. So Kettle Moraine is going to start the second half with the football, already having a 2-possession advantage. Shop from the 5. A good hit that he just barrels through and goes down about the 24-yard line.
Yeah, he's a physical specimen.
Is it possible to take him down on the first hit? I think you need the first hit just like
Yeah.
he's like a video game villain. You can't get him down right away. You got to go over and over before you get the intended result. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. We're going to see Chase Spellman again. Touchdown for Chase on the night, the long one to Drew Wagner. But again, up 2 scores, you get the ball first. We should be seeing a lot of Nolan Shop this half. And that's where the ball's going to go right away in a direct snap. And he will take his way down for about 5 yards. Hey, cut out the middle, man. Just give it to Shop right away.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially on a night like tonight. Why risk the handoff?
7-yard gain for Shop to get things started. They've got other guys that they can use in the backfield. We haven't seen much Dylan Ports. We haven't seen much Chad Coleman. Been a lot of Nolan Shop, rather. And we'll see how they line up again. And Shop is just essentially playing quarterback now.
Yeah, 3rd and 1. No, they moved it.
First down. So yeah, cut out the middle, man. Don't worry about the handoff. Just go Wildcat with Shop. If I'm Chase Spellman, I'm like, okay, I'm going to give it to him anyway. So Spellman is lining up to the right as a receiver, and they're just going back to Shop. And the Wildcat. Garvin in motion. Shop going to run it again. Look at that. It looks like he's just going to go right to the line of scrimmage. Even that, he picks up a couple of yards.
Yeah, absolutely. Almost 3 yards, 2.5 yards. Bart, if he throws a touchdown pass here, I'm going to be sold. We're going to call him Johnny All-Around.
Well, Christian McCaffrey did the receiving, passing, and rushing last week for San Francisco. Yeah, they are just going Shop. I like the strategy. 2nd and 7. Runs to the right, gets about 3 or 4. At this point, you know where it's going. It's Kettle Moraine saying, this is our weapon, this is our guy.
Yeah.
We're going to keep doing this till you stop us.
Stop it. You know, and you got cornerback Andrew Zielsdorf, number 11. Great run support corner. Well, he's 5'11", 160. And now he's got to take on Shop, 6'3", 240, head on. Tough battle to win.
They are not even disguising what they want to do. 3rd down on 3, a big 3rd down defensively for the Cardinals. It's to Shop, decides which way he wants to go, takes it right, gets the 1st down and more. I'm not sure if you're Kettle Moraine, you run anything differently until this doesn't work.
Or until he needs a break. I mean, starts right, nobody there. You got Sam Sofel out in front. He's just breaking tackles. Man.
You got a 2-score lead against a team that averages 50 plus. If you keep doing this, you're keeping them off the field.
Yeah.
You're draining clock. You're picking up quick trip first downs over and over.
Yeah, you're going back to the, coach's keys to the game. We need to run the ball, keep it out of their hands.
Shop nearly draws him off sides. He'll get the snap again and run it for another pedestrian 4 yards.
Man.
Honestly, if you were to wager, I don't know they run a different play on this drive.
No need.
A first quarter with 4 touchdowns. A second quarter with a lot of good action, no points. A third quarter that's been only Nolan Shop. 2nd and 5 from the 46.
Oh,
back to
goodness.
Shop, first down.
Wow. Bart, years ago, there was a coach at Lakeland College, John Tomey, legendary coach at Lakeland. I heard him at a clinic one time. You can see them just running off tackle. But Tomey said he's playing Eureka College, and he ran 20 sneaks in a row down the field and got to the 1-yard line. He ran a pitch and lost 5 yards. Went right back and ran 3 more sneaks to score. It's kind of like, don't outsmart yourself.
Well, Shop's on the sideline here for a break.
Uh-oh. And now he just drew them off sides.
Selbiak's in the backfield.
Oh, that's Sobiak. You're right.
And Selbiak gets the Cardinals to go off sides.
It does a hard count.
They will keep Shop on the sideline.
That's the one thing that they said he can't do is a hard count, so that's why they brought Sobiak.
Yeah. And Spellman's just hanging out.
Yeah, I know.
As a receiver this whole drive. Shop's out, but they're still.
Oh,
and the ball's
no.
loose.
Uh-oh.
Selbiak will pick it up. Does well to get to the line
Whoa!
of scrimmage.
He got nailed on that sideline.
He might have lost a couple, but that was not as bad as it could have been.
No.
Maybe should have been.
Yeah, you can see, yeah. Again, he just took his eyes off the ball on the snap, but made something out of nothing.
Well, they're going to bring Shop back in now.
Yeah.
So Sobiak comes in, gets him to draw off sides, gets to 5 yards, and then loses a yard there.
Yeah.
Second and about 8. Not too bad for 2 plays without Shop. Shop back in the Wildcat again. And they might have drawn him off again.
I think he did. Oh, no, it's on offense.
All right.
Somebody moved.
I'm not sure he ever went
Prior to
past.
the snap, false start, offense, number 74, 5-yard penalty, second down.
But the thing here, Coach, is 6 minutes have already gone off
That's amazing.
the clock here in the third quarter.
Yeah. Again, back to one of the original keys to the game, run the ball.
And really, again, there's no reason for the Lasers to try to do anything too quick to get Sun Prairie the ball back. Spellman back up, lined up as a receiver. Shot to the right side. He'll drag a couple of defenders, make it a 3rd and maybe 6 or 7. Maybe 8.
Now Spellman looks like he wants the ball now.
Yeah.
Spellman's
like,
that's
all right.
enough of this.
All right. He's like, I had 20 touchdowns this year, Coach. I'm part of this offense, too. This is the reason why they said Taysom Hill would never work in Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers would never let him play for one play. And here this whole drive, Spellman.
He's like, fake them out.
All right, finally he's back in the shotgun.
Looking for Wagner. Oh, he's trying to draw him.
I think a false start.
He's going to call the quarterback on a head bob here.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, number 14,
Oh, yeah.
5-yard penalty, third down.
You don't see that called all the time, but.
So Not a lot of positive yards in the last minute, but that's another minute taken off the clock.
Yeah, we're under 5 minutes.
This is the first drive of the second half.
Hard to believe.
For either team.
Yeah.
They get a first down here. They could conceivably have it the entire quarter.
Yeah.
It is 3rd and 15. They do have Nolan Schott back there, who's busted touchdowns of 35-plus and 80-plus yards. 15 should be easy for him if they choose. They're going to go with Spellman, who's going to look down the sideline, and that ball will be intercepted. Intercepted by Ostrenga. So Sun Prairie, while 5.5 minutes does go off the clock, they don't allow any points. They still have a high-flying offense, and they've got the ball back down 12.
Yeah.
So a little positives for both teams. You take a bunch of time off the clock, but also for Sun Prairie East, you don't allow any points.
Yeah, and you can see on the replay a good double coverage there. Probably an ill-advised throw, but you're going to punt it there on 4th down anyway.
This is a big, big drive for Sun Prairie. They're going to be starting from their own 9. Jerry Kaminsky fakes the handoff, looks deep in his own end zone, hit as he throws, and that'll be incomplete about 20 yards down the sidelines. Good pressure by Parker Kalis.
Yeah, was that Parker Kalis who nailed him in the end zone after the throw, I think?
It might have been Sobiak again.
Sobiak,
number 5.
Yep. Yeah, he got popped just as he let the – yeah, it's Sobiak.
Yep.
Man, he's made some plays tonight too.
But, hey, Parker Kalis deserves a mention, I'm sure. 2nd and 10. The handoff to the left with some room is LeGrant. Cuts it past the 10, past the 15, down to about the 16-yard line. Positive yards for the Cardinals, which will bring up a 3rd and short.
Yeah, he made a nice cut on that. You see on the replay, he makes the right cut. Just stumbled a little bit, or he may have taken that all the way.
It's been a couple of times. You know, he's been
right here,
dealing with some injuries tonight. Has been able to get back on the field, but a couple of times tonight the turf has got LeGrant. Snap to Kaminsky. He's looking deep. It's batted, and it's picked off. Adam Reif with the interception. Batted at the line of scrimmage. Adam Reif with the pickoff. And Kettle Moraine.
Wow.
This defense is no joke tonight.
Man.
You want 4th down stops, you got them. You want big hits, you got them. You want turnovers, you got them. Knockdown at the line. I think that's Gray Rumor.
It had to be Gray Rumor. Yeah. Big 6'5", 290. You don't get to the quarterback, get up in the air, and he did.
Kettle Moraine with a massive turnover down at the 11-yard line. And if you're the Lasers, I'm just doing what I did that last drive. We'll see.
Exactly.
Spellman's back there as a Shop. It goes to Spellman. He'll use Shop as a blocker, but some good penetration by the defense for Sun Prairie. Number 27, Tyler Rails. Second and 11. Up 12, 2-possession game. Field goal would keep it at 15.
I mean, they're content to let this go as long as possible before they get some kind of a score.
I just give it to Shop. That's what they'll do to the right side. Sun Prairie ready for him.
Yeah.
Down to the 10.
Yeah, Talib Miller. Sun Prairie's defensive line has just had their hands full.
But the bigger picture here is, for the most part, outside of a couple of plays, Kettle Moraine's had this football for about 10 minutes.
Oh, unbelievable.
Injury down on the field. One of the Cardinals. Again, it will be hard to not give Nolan Schaub the player of the game if things stand this way. Player of the game brought to you by Go Route. Football programs are getting more effective practice reps through clear and instant communication. No binders, no huddles, just reps. GoRoute.com/quote to join the growing Wisconsin user base, including both teams playing tonight. They bring you the play of the game. Jolly good with your player of the game. Jolly good.
3rd down and 9 when play resumes.
Jolly good used to be our soda of choice after soccer, flag football, basketball, you name it.
That was 44 Grant Camp, 6'2", 205 junior. Good to see him off on his own power.
Well, Schaub will have a play of the game, I'm sure, and he'll be the jolly good player of the game if things stand this way, as the fake is to him, and they throw it down to about the 2-yard line. Back judge is going to say incomplete, as they were looking for Drew Wagner. And it'll be a 4th down. You know, I really thought after that first play Drew Wagner would be the guy tonight, and he could be, but it's just been all Nolan Schaub.
Yeah, absolutely.
They give Wagner an opportunity here, and that did touch.
Yep.
And it's in between his legs. So it's a 4th and 9, 2:13 to go. And they're going to bring out the field goal kicker.
Yeah, Jacob Eifert.
Kicks tonight have been blocked at a pretty impressive clip. This one is true.
Yep.
So it's still a 2-possession game, but a little bit harder to get those 2 scores. It's now 21-6. Our first scoring since the first quarter, coming off the leg of Jacob Eifert, and a nice kick from start to finish. That's big. All that Sun Prairie would have needed is 2 scores, but it was just 12 points. It was touchdown, 1 extra point. You could possibly win the game. Now you tack on 3. You're going to have to score, get a 2 extra point, score, get a 2 just to tie.
Just to tie,
And now the biggest factor, not obviously the scoreboard, but the clock.
Eifert, their kicker, is their soccer goalie.
I like that.
So got a multi-sport athlete out there.
I like that. Work very hard as a goalie in soccer, get no credit.
Yeah.
Jump on the football field, kick 1 field goal, everybody loves you.
Oh, yeah, they love you.
I'm a former soccer guy. I know the pain. Eifert will be on to kick off now. He might be my favorite player. A lot of good things said about these other guys, but partial to a soccer goalie. 2:09 to go here, 3rd quarter. WisSports.net. Bart Winkler, Dan Brunner, John Pearson on the sidelines. 21-6. Kettle Moraine taking the 6-0 lead. Game getting tied at 6, and then it's been all unanswered.
Wow. That was a rocket into that corner. Touchback.
All right, 2 great plays.
Yeah.
Back to back.
Back to back.
He's like, hey, you guys like that shop so much, I can have 2 great plays back to back.
But I bet Shop would make a good goalie too.
Oh my God, yeah. He takes up the whole net. Well, we said the last few drives, but once again, this is a big drive for Sun Prairie. The pitch back to LeGrant. Really nowhere to go.
No, not at all.
Going to lose some yards.
Loss of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 12.
And now at this point, we talked earlier in the second quarter, Coach, about not a lack of urgency, not a need for urgency. That might need to change.
Well, it is. There is now. You know, interesting, you know, that the Kettle Moraine defensive line, you can just see them. They almost changed their philosophy. They're playing sideline to sideline now. Nobody's giving up any edges.
Some motion out left. 3 to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Empty backfield. Good pressure.
Whoa.
Taken down. Flags are on the play. But
Parker Kalis.
Kaminsky sacked in the backfield.
Yeah, just flying in there.
Let's see what the situation is. They are flying to get back there, though, to the quarterback.
Oh, man. You know, right now they know, you know, you're behind the chains. They're just teeing off.
Personal foul. Next is defense, number 54. The contact at 74 is the reason his helmet came off because of the foul. He can remain in the game 15 yards the previous stop.
All right, so Sam Sofel knocked off Logan Gross's helmet.
Yeah, and so Gross can stay in the game now. And we may be able to see it here.
He kind of grabs it actually by the face mask.
Yeah, there it is.
Rips it right off.
Yeah.
And that'll be an automatic first down. And they'll give it to LeGrant. No, it'll be a keeper.
Kaminsky pulled it.
Kaminsky.
Ooh.
I don't, yeah.
It was close. Yeah, nice fake here. Pulls it.
Real good fake.
Just a read option. Gets around the side.
I, of course, got faked by it, so I'm going to say it was a great fake.
Oh, that's pretty close. He could have got called.
So that'll bring up another 1st and 10. With a minute 2 left to go in the third. Big drive so far, Sun Prairie East answering the call. Kaminsky looking left, looking right, steps up in the pocket.
Oh,
that's going to be a sack.
Man. Oh, man.
He stepped right into Rumor.
Wow.
You dance all you want to, Kaminsky, says Rumor. I'll find you.
Oh,
I'll be
man.
waiting for you.
It's like, watch Jerry. It's like running into a brick wall right here.
Right
Whoop.
there. 2nd and 13. 32 seconds to go in the third. The handoff that time to LeGrant. Just not enough.
No, back to the original line of scrimmage.
Clock's ticking about 15. We'll see if they get one more playoff in this third.
I don't think so. This is too big a third down.
So we're going to tick our way down to the 4th quarter, where Kettle Moraine has a 21-6 lead over Sun Prairie East. The Cardinals, and you got to remember to say Sun Prairie East. It's just been Sun Prairie for so long. The school splits up. So you heard the coach in the pregame. He gets there that first day of practice. He's like, where half our guys got Thanos snapped away. Where'd they go?
Yeah, they went to Sun Prairie West. Yeah, that was tough. That's a tough adjustment to make.
Kids that you play with for 10 years suddenly wearing different uniforms. They've responded well.
Yes.
But if, I don't want to call it full strength, but if the schools don't split up, what does Sun Prairie look like this year?
You got to think you're going to get a lot of added talent coming off that other team on a team that played for the state title a year ago.
Still, this Sun Prairie team with a lot of talent. I am, as good as Kettle Moraine's defense is and can be, I am surprised. Very surprised. Just 6 points right now for the Cardinals on a 3rd and 10. Pass good for the first down. It's Cooper White. He'll take it down to the 35-yard line.
Again, plenty of time. No need to panic. You see right here, nice drop back. Stay in the pocket. Wide open on the out.
Yeah, well designed. Get the yards they need, move the chains. Kaminsky dropping back again. Has to scramble a little bit, will keep it. Showing off some real good speed.
Uh-oh.
Now gets
Now
tight
he gets-
tackled.
Yep.
Yeah, you earned that one. So Kettle Moraine gotta just, you're 11 minutes away from advancing.
Yeah.
You gotta play smart. Keep your cool. Don't give Sun Prairie anything that they didn't earn.
Result of the play is the first down. Dead ball. Personal foul. Late hit out of bounds. Number 9 on the defense. Half the distance to the goal from the dead ball spot. First down.
So again, this was a drive that Sun Prairie East needed to have, and again, they are responding.
Yeah.
Real good scramble there from Kaminsky, tacking on some yards on the personal foul, and we're down to the 13-yard line are the Cardinals. Kaminsky with LeGrant next to him on the left.
Oh,
Ball
that snap.
skips off the turf. There is a flag there. Gonna weigh this dead. False start. Got to call something.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense. Number 6-6. Please reset the game clock to 11:32.
Corey Sammer.
11:32 on the game clock.
Little jittery in there.
All right, the clock's at 11:31. We're going to put it to 11:32. So remember that second. 21-6. It's a 1st and 15. They can still pick up one more first down before the end zone. Can the Cardinals? Kaminsky checks to the coaching staff. And they're going to call a timeout. After the game, we'll have our Jolly Good Soda player of the game. Crack open the good times. Savor the flavor with Jolly Good Soda. They put the pop in Wisconsin. 11:32 to go. 1st and 15. Sun Prairie with a really good, steady drive. Got into a 3rd and long. Got the first down. Kaminsky scrambling, using his legs. Picking up some yards on the extracurricular. They go back 5 yards here, but they got a first down at the 18-yard line and nearly a quarter to work with down 15.
It's only first down. You have a tendency to try and get it all back. You just need to get part of it back.
Kaminsky. Pressure's coming. Escapes Sobiak. Throws
Can be
to his left, and that
back
will
to the
be
line of scrimmage, I think.
incomplete.
Okay.
Yeah, good pressure from
Oh,
Sobiak.
man,
He
Sobiak,
nearly had him.
he's been all over the field.
2nd and 15.
You talk to Coach McDonald, and he says, Jonathan Sobiak, he said, I can't say enough good things about him. Oh, we can see why.
From the 18-yard line, Kaminsky looking short and dropped.
Oh.
Cooper White couldn't hang on, just setting up a screen.
Yeah. Little tunnel screen and Just didn't catch it first.
Again, you wonder about the conditions of the ball, the wetness of the ball.
Yeah, and again, that's Cooper White is in there for Evan Richmond. That's normally his play.
White will stay up, lined out right. Kaminsky chatting with Kavanaugh. Back into the pistol. Drops back. Looking end zone. Nobody's there.
Miscue, definitely. I think Kavanaugh was not on the same page as Kaminsky.
So suddenly they had a first down, got some extra yardage off the
late hit, yeah.
And then now we're at a 4th and 15.
Oh.
And then again, that's more credit to the Kettle Moraine defense.
Oh, yeah, they're just pinning their ears back now.
4th and 15 from the 18-yard line. Sun Prairie with a gotta-have-it conversion. Kaminsky back, over the middle, tipped, and incomplete. Adam Reif had the pickoff earlier, puts his hand up on this one, falls to the turf, and it is another turnover on downs.
Yeah, that
which
was
have been so crucial tonight.
Combination of errors. You can see right here. Now he's in the pocket. Still not a lot of time. I mean, he's under pressure all night long.
That might have been tipped at the line too.
Yeah.
A couple of times. Now with 11 minutes to go, and you're Kettle Moraine, you're up 21-6.
This may be shop time.
I think so. We'll see how they line it up. Chase Spellman, the quarterback, will retreat to the backfield. Smellman, he will keep it himself to the left. A good scamper, stays in bounds. Couple of yards.
Spellman picks up a few yards.
Uh-oh, got a player down.
So that will stop the clock with 10:54 to go.
For an injury.
Where? He on the sideline? Oh, he caught the Spellman truck at 225 pounds.
Yeah, player down on the sideline. Far side.
Remember our sponsors, Spellman Trailers. Trailers Parts Service, all with a smile and a darn firm handshake. Coleman Family Chiropractic.
So
It's more
slightly
than
out the field, obviously being careful with him.
Super Sealers Asphalt and Concrete.
Can't catch a
Whether
number.
it's a complete removal, a replacement, or a fix, Super Sealers has your solution in all your asphalt and concrete needs.
I know he's just on the field, but you got to,
Yeah,
you know,
you can't take any
can't just-
chances.
right.
Right.
(21-6) as we await on the injury. 10:50 to go. We're in the fourth quarter, and there's still enough time.
Yeah. Got to have a stop here, though. I mean, you can't let them do what they did to open the half.
Right. Like a 7-minute drive.
Yeah.
Ultimately didn't result in any points on that drive. Kettle Moraine would then get a turnover and then get a field goal.
Yeah.
But you let 7 minutes go here, and that's just too much time.
Yeah, that could be the game.
Let's check in with John Pearson down on the sidelines. John?
A great thing to say about the Sun Prairie program over there, and yeah, basically about the nice people that are there. The one thing they take a lot of pride in is the Sunshine Suppers, where the football players and the other athletic teams, volleyball, soccer, go and help those who wouldn't get a warm meal have that meal and then spend time, have some fellowship with them, and just kind of show that this is all one community. And the other side of things, because my daughter Parker plays softball and has to play against Sun Prairie. She told me after one game, that is the most supportive group of human beings I've ever been around. She slid into somebody who fell on her, and that girl was so concerned about her. And then the next time up, she hit a foul ball really hard, and the catcher said, "You keep trying, Parker." So they're very supportive and a great bunch of people. But seriously, that Sunshine Supper is just one of the great traditions that they've established at Sun Prairie, and they're always doing some kind of outreach.
John, thank you. I don't know. It's not, that bordered supportive and condescending. I got to hear the tone.
Right.
I got to hear the tone in that story. John Pearson down on the sidelines, thanks to our friends at Midwest Sport and Turf Systems. If it's played on turf, Midwest Sport and Turf Systems, well, they can build it. MWSTS is Wisconsin's top choice for turf installation, maintenance, and repair. Check out MWSTS.com to help build your field of dreams. 2nd and 8 as the action resumes. Shop
Oh, my goodness.
to the 30, to the 35. Look at him barrel down. See, you get him at the 30, but then he falls down 4, and that's 5 yards.
Yeah.
And that's another quick trip first down for Kettle Moraine.
Yeah, again, look at the guys up. He doesn't get touched till he gets to the second level. And, I mean, there's pancake blocks going on
He's
all
just
over
ripping
the field.
through guys, pushing guys down, spinning through contact. And now, we'll see where they line him up. The last drive, they lined him up a bunch in the Wildcat formation. Spellman's back in the backfield. He's going to look to throw, but he's taken down quickly.
Wow, Billy Benson off the edge. High motor player, and he showed it there.
Benson, 5 sacks on the season, picks up his first of the night there. And that was a big play.
You can see right here, boy, just shooting off that edge unblocked.
And he got by Shop there. So Shop's probably been running into him all night.
Yeah.
And Benson's like, hey, let me have a try. I'll just run right through you. Clock's at 9:35. It's a 2nd and 16, 29-yard line. Spellman with the handoff, and then he's wrapped up right away.
Ports.
So Ports gets a carry, and he's wrapped up. And this will set up a 3rd and long. Time's ticking, but again, doable.
Yep, yeah.
Cardinals defense giving up a first down, but now forcing this 3rd and long. Let's call it 16. Spellman. They're just going to hand it off to Chad Coleman. So everybody's getting in the scorebook here. And that'll bring up a punt. So we saw an 18-6 first quarter. We've only seen 3 points since then. And it's kept Sun Prairie East in this game, but they got to score, and they got to score now.
Yeah. This cannot be a time-consuming drive.
Well, the offense is still out there. Kettle Moraine. It is a 4th and 13 from their own 30, and the offense is out there.
He's going to punt it.
Yeah, Spellman drops back a little bit. He will kick it off the right foot. Good boot. And that'll go out of bounds around the
right around
other
the
30.
Yep.
Try to catch him off guard a little bit. Either way, you flip 40 yards of field. Can't be too upset about that.
No,
7:46 to go. I've said this the last 3 drives, I think.
Yeah.
This is a big drive.
It's a big drive.
For Sun Prairie East.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and actually, you know, the weather's cleared up now. You know, we don't have the rain coming down. We got a good opportunity to move the ball.
Season's on the line, down 15 points. Less than 8 minutes to go. Kaminsky Gets it over to his receiver.
Whoa.
Busting loose
Man.
down the sideline.
Connor Stauff. Man.
Stauff with a nice gain.
Yeah, get the ball to him, let him run.
Most of that after the catch.
Wow, he's got some speed.
And that's been his go-to guy when they've needed it. Just short of midfield, 1st and 10. Kaminsky drops back, another quick throw.
Oh,
And the ball is loose. Big hit and picked up by the Lasers. Down to the 25, down to the 20,
Right.
near the 15-yard line.
Eli Rife.
Eli Rife.
Wow.
Just when Sun Prairie thinks they see an opening, that Kettle Moraine defense has been there all night.
You got to see. I don't even know if he caught the ball. I don't think he ever even put it away.
I think if you got reviewed, that one would get overturned.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have the luxury of that technology. We do.
We do.
The official, we do at WisSports.net. We do.
Yeah.
But the officials don't. But what's he gonna do? Say, I don't know, that wasn't a catch? No.
No.
You pick up that ball if you're Eli Rife and you run with it all the way down to the 18-yard line.
But that's one when they watch that game film, it's like, whoa, that wasn't a catch.
Not much you can do about it now. Nolan Shop again in the Wildcat. Shop will take it, go to the right side. He's got a little bit of room. He'll fall forward
Yeah,
for a couple of yards.
It looks like they got him stuffed for just a yard or two, and then he's got 5.
No, that kid is like 2 yards tall.
Yeah.
Just fall forward. I'll bring up a 2nd and 6 from the 14. And there's going to be no need to hurry for Kettle Moraine. Now you poke in a field goal. That does it. Shop again in the backfield. A couple guys motion to the right. Garvin. Shop will take it. Back to that right side. And he'll get gobbled up. Gets a couple, but again, the clock keeps moving. Sets up a 3rd down.
Yeah. No need to pass, obviously, for Kettle Moraine. And on the flip side, Sun Prairie's shooting everybody, including their safeties, to try and stop Shop.
So Shop's been running to the right. Maybe you run it to the left a little bit, make it easier for the kicker, if that's the route you want to do. Or it's a 3rd and 5, I believe. You could obviously try to pick up the 1st down, keep that clock moving, seal this game. But that was a big, big turnover.
Oh, man.
And you were looking at, all right, how do we come back here, get a touchdown? All of a sudden, you're looking, if you're Kettle Moraine, you could seal the game essentially on this drive. Shop wants to throw it, and he does. Unbelievable.
Are you kidding me?
There is no way.
He threw it to Spellman.
He's down to the 1.
Oh, Shop's like, my touchdown pass. Oh, my goodness. Well, it wasn't pretty.
No. You know, everybody knows a spiral.
Yeah.
This is about as opposite of a spiral as you can be.
Yeah. How about Spellman?
Oh, he's in the end zone.
Let's box him out.
He's in the end zone.
That was a touchdown.
But more time off the clock. Shop's in there. Wildcat once more. That was a touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
Shop, can you just walk it in? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just charge right in there. Little bit of steam, and he's passed. That's his 3rd touchdown. He has a 36-yarder, an 81-yarder. How about a 2-footer?
And you know what, Bart? You ask him, what would you rather have, that touchdown run or that touchdown pass? You know darn well he'd rather have the pass.
Well, yeah, I thought you were going to say run. I was about to disagree with you,
No.
especially when he sees that video.
No.
He's like, I did have that
was a
pass.
touchdown
I
pass.
did have a touchdown, Coach.
Oh, man.
What a game for Nolan Shop. 3rd touchdown of the night. They're going to line up to go for 2 again. They are 0 for 2 on this so far tonight. Shop is going
0 for 3.
Wow. 27-6, 5 minutes to go. John Pearson down on the sidelines. John?
All right, guys, we all know that, yes, Kwik Trip is one of the great partners that we have in this, and I have some connections. Okay, I just ran over to the Kwik Trip about a quarter of a mile from here. But, guys, you've been standing in the rain the entire night cheering on the Lasers. Yeah, you deserve it. What do you think? Go through.
Are you serious?
Donuts!
Let's go.
Go share. Follow.
Wow. There they go.
Whoa. Don't throw
Donuts
up.
for everyone.
Oh, 5-second rule. Pick that up.
I have never seen anyone so excited for any food ever.
He's a smart one. He took the whole box.
Yeah. Yeah, stay on this. This is great.
John's got one in his pocket, and you know that.
There you go. Donuts for everyone. John Pearson inadvertently started a new tradition for the Kettle Moraine Laser faithful. Victory Donuts. I don't want to speak too soon, but
Yeah.
it's a 21-point lead with 5 minutes to go. Our thanks to John down on the sidelines. Another Midwest Sport and Turf System report. MWSTS.com to help build your field of dreams. This a Wisconsin Department of Transportation kickoff as you head home from the weekend action tonight, wherever you may be, wherever you will be this weekend. Remember to buckle up, phone down, every trip, every time. 27-6.
On the offense, number 11, 5-yard penalty.
All right, move it back a few. I got a feeling people, when they're figuring out the scores tonight and trying to see who's up where and in what other games, this might turn a few heads.
Yeah, this will turn a few heads. It will. I'll tell you, defensive coordinator Chad Buchholz, he was ready for this game. I mean, no doubt about it. He had that defense ready.
And, you know, you put up more than 50 points a game. I thought we're seeing explosive plays from the Lasers. I thought we'd see a few more of them from the Cardinals.
Yeah. You know, this Sun Prairie team put up 45 on McGuanago.
Squib kick, picked up at the 25 to the 30. He's got some room to run with it down to the 50.
Stauff, yeah, he's got some wheels.
So, yeah, Stauff able to scoop it up in a shorter field, but you got 5 minutes to go, 4:55 to go. You need 3 scores. Well, if any team can do it, I mean.
Yeah, you're right, Bart. Any team can do it. They can. But there's no patience left to be had here.
But can they do it against this defense, which has been so good on
him.
pressure? Here comes some more.
Great call.
Yep, screen to LeGrant. Great way to beat pressure is a screen. He'll go down to the 36-yard line. But also, this has been a defense in Kettle Moraine that has found ways to force turnovers.
Yes.
So it is an uphill challenge for sure. I'm sure there's been plenty of times this season where Sun Prairie has put up 21 points in 5 minutes or less.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure of it.
Not necessarily against a defense of this caliber, though.
Kaminsky under pressure over the middle.
Oh, he had him.
Looking for Jonathan Vandewall. He had that big catch down the sideline in the first half.
Yeah, I thought he had him. I thought Vandewall just kind of short-armed it.
.424 on the official game clock. WisSports.net. Thanks for inviting us into your living rooms, onto your phones, wherever you may be. Handoff to LeGrant. Not much doing. Shop with the tackle.
Not much that young man can't do.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and long. And again, the clock just continues to tick. Jerry Kaminsky. Kavanaugh to his left.
No.
LeGrant to the right. He'll look towards number 13, Jonathan Vanderwall.
Yeah, Vanderwall, but Reif was right with him.
And it's 4th down.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes, this is the game. Your best bet is Stauff up top. You got no safety help.
Drops back, looks end zone, and it is incomplete. Knocked away, Drew Wagner, who started off the scoring, will deny the scoring opportunity there.
Yeah, decent protection, got it off. Great coverage. Wow, great coverage.
And that score where you've got a little F next to for final, I think you can start to Sharpie at least the final part of this in. Kettle Moraine is going to move on after just an incredible display of defense tonight. Still 3:12 to go for you Cardinal faithful. Handoff. And that'll be a gain of about 3 or 4. Coleman. Chad Coleman, the senior. A little smaller than your average back, but tough kid.
Yeah, very tough.
I think Shop's on the sideline.
I think I'd park him there.
Unless, yeah, he's on the sideline. You got Ports and Coleman next to Spellman. No rush. And there's the snap. And they go to Coleman again to the left side. Close to a first down. And it's all but a formality. What a night tonight for Kettle Moraine.
Man. And like you said, Bart, a lot of people that are going to look for scores later tonight or tomorrow morning, and they'll be like, whoa, didn't see that coming.
Well, obviously, Nolan Shop's your player of the game, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
Now, there's been some great long touchdown plays for Kettle Moraine. I might say play of the game's that 4th down stop.
Oh, yeah.
Because you got to give some accolade. Because this defense has been, as that one up the middle will be short.
I might say the play of the game were all 4 of those stops.
Yeah, they tried a couple different guys, did Sun Prairie, to get that ball in just from the 1 yard line and couldn't do it. What a massive win. And the confidence that you continue with when you, when you have a team come in, and I know the weather was the weather, but it was like it for both teams. One of them put up 27.
Yeah.
What offense is going to scare you? If you're Kettle Moraine at this point, a team that averages 50-plus points just came in, you're going to hold them to 6.
Oh.
What offense is going to scare you?
Yeah.
4th down, they're going to go for it. They're going to be short.
Yeah, they stuffed them.
So Sun Prairie still with a chance to put some more points on the board. And the defense one more chance to impress as they've done all night.
Yeah, and the scary thing, Bart, this Kettle Moraine team is pretty young overall. I mean, you're looking at a pretty bright future. This season's not over. You hate to look down the road at other seasons, but, man, they're going to build on this. And this team could end up playing in Camp Randall.
Yeah, you get teams that, through the years, they've got a group of kids that come up, and their senior year, that's the big year for the program. But Kettle Moraine seems to be a team right now that they've got seniors, but then they've got underclassmen that are coming up, and it's just a constant sort of pipeline and the experience that's being gained by those kids.
And the key is they got young linemen.
Well, that's going to be your final. 27-6. Kettle Moraine is going to advance. What an effort. One more play to put on the stat sheet. And they'll just run with it. Kaminsky. And that'll do it, folks. Kettle Moraine, the Lasers at home with a 27-6 victory over the Cardinals of Sun Prairie East. Such an impressive night from that defense. Obviously, our player of the game is Nolan Schaub.
Oh, no doubt.
There's no question about it. He was all over the place. Early on, you knew he was going to be an impact player because, hey, this is the guy that returns kicks. Hey, this is the guy that punts.
Yeah.
Hey, this is the guy on defense. Hey, this is the guy that can take the ball and run it down your throat from 1 yard out or from 80 yards out.
Yeah.
And Nolan Schaub with 2 long scores. That touchdown to put it 12-6. The 36-yarder. I don't think he was touched on that previous one, the 81-yarder.
No.
He puts it in there. And then defensively, too,
Man.
with a big sack and some big plays. Nolan Schaub just kept the chains moving.
Boy.
They come out in the third quarter. They just ran a whole drive with them. With Schaub.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just play after play after play. Nolan Schaub, your Jolly Good Soda player of the game. Crack open the good times, savor the flavor with Jolly Good Soda. They put the pop in Wisconsin.
Man.
The truck just said, we'll just give you the few Nolan Schaub highlights that we have.
Do we
There's
have
like
time?
40 of them.
Do we have time for them
There's
all?
like 40 of them.
Oh. Yeah, and you knew, I talked to Coach Kaminsky, and it's like the first thing he said when he watched film, I don't know what we're going to do with number 8. Well, guess what? He's a handful.
Yeah, there's not much you can do. With some really impressive plays from Nolan Schaub. And again, after halftime, you just run the ball to him over and over and over.
Yeah.
Out of that wildcat position. That was Kettle Moraine saying, we have a 2-score lead. We feel good about where we're at. We know your offense, Sun Prairie East. We know you guys are dynamic. It's just we don't want to let you get the football at this point.
Absolutely.
And so I think, the big plays are telling. The big plays are the highlights. But to eat up those 7 minutes, and they got the ball first, right?
Yeah,
Kettle Moraine gets the ball first in the second half, and how demoralizing is it?
Yeah.
You go into the locker room, down 12 if you're Sun Prairie, you come out there, and a team, not only can you not stop them, but you can't stop them. They're running the same play over and over.
Yeah.
Let's hear from Nolan Schaub. John Pearson down on the sidelines. John.
Well, guys, it was kind of a case of shop till you drop it for a while there as this one went on. But Nolan Schaub, the way this one started, it looked like it was going to be all over the field. And then it turned into one of those grinded-out games that it looks like you really enjoyed where you just took 40 hits on every play. What was this game like for you?
We knew it was going to be a battle coming in. Sun Prairie is an explosive team. We knew we had to grind it out, offense and defense. They got dudes on offense, but we believed in ourselves, and we knew we could pull it out.
When did you, or how did you turn it into your kind of game where it's like we're just going to run it, we're going to run it? The game should have been in black and white almost. It was like old-time football. When did you guys decide to turn it around like that?
When it was all wet and we knew we were going to run it a little bit. We were going to remember this as the rain game forever.
To see the fans out here early, I mean, your student section, all they're staying in the rain. You guys can at least run around. What does it say about this community that they are behind you guys so strong, and obviously you're making an amazing run right now?
They believe in us more than anybody. they're out here, rain or shine. They've been out here all year. Can't expect anything, but they're just here for us, and we love it.
Finally, was there a point in the season where you felt like this was a possibility? Obviously, going all the way is the goal for every team, but when you get it where it feels like it's realistic now, is there a point where you guys, wow, we're going to be able to do something special this year?
We believe in ourselves all year. We knew it from game one.
So what's next? You're heading to play at Waukesha West next week, but just do you have to put anything together now, or it's probably too late to change anything?
We just got to trust in our coaches to put us in the right positions during the game and believe that we can win, stay enthusiastic throughout.
All right, the whole town's over there. I'll let you go celebrate. Congratulations. And yeah, it's my mama told me you better shop around. That's a musical reference. He has no idea about it. It's about 50 years old. So, all right, congratulations to you guys. Back to you.
John Pearson, our thanks to you down on the sidelines. Thanks to Midwest Sport and Turf Systems. Check out MWSTS.com for ways to help build your field of dreams, as this field very good to Kettle Moraine tonight. So Nolan Shop in on a bunch of big plays, but we're going to go to the defensive side of the ball when we look at the play of the game, because it was a goal line stand that Kettle Moraine was able to do. It was 4 plays, 4 running plays. They thought they scored, did Sun Prairie, a few different times, but they were able to stop them, running different plays with different guys. Kettle Moraine did not let up, and there were a few turnovers on downs tonight. Obviously, what's bigger than a goal line stand, Coach?
Oh, man, absolutely. That was huge. Huge.
The play of the game tonight brought to you by Go Route. With Go Route, football programs are getting more effective practice reps through clear and instant communications. No binders, no huddles, just reps. GoRoute.com/quote and join the growing Wisconsin user base, including both teams that are playing tonight. There's your final. A very happy, very joyous Kettle Moraine fan base as their Lasers beat the Cardinals of Sun Prairie East 27-6. For the coach, Dan Brunner, for John Pearson down at the sidelines, for everybody a part of this operation, I'm Bart Winkler. The fireworks are off tonight in a rainstorm. Kettle Moraine comes away with the victory. They move on. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. This has been High School Football on WisSports.net.